I had the Cellar Door, and it was...
This is over in Auburn, right?
Yes. It was in Auburn, and I was having just single acts and double acts, and because I hadn't expanded at that point. It was like 1976 sometimes.
And that's when the Cellar Door opened up.
Right. And this gentleman showed up. He started playing as a solo, and I just had about 15, 20 seats in that little corner where he could play. And then I found out who he was. Everybody had heard of Betty Cody and had heard Hal Lone Pine, but this Lenny Breau, he was just a little bit older than I was. He might have left for a short period of time and came back, and I had expanded and made like a 90-seat seating with a bandstand and all this. So then he could play on a stage with a regular, like a little small nightclub. And he played off and on for 2 years with me. And he would play on Sunday nights. I Had No Tomatoes was upstairs. That was a restaurant we called the nightclub, which was the same corporation, the Cellar Door.
Was it like a younger crowd or just like
It was
cross-section of people from Lewiston?
80% musicians from every band in the area, plus coming from New Hampshire. I had a lot of out-of-state people that would show up on a Sunday night because they could understand the music. I mean, to them, a half an hour set was like getting a half an hour lesson, guitar lesson. They would just watch them, but you would hear the comments from the people. Can you believe that? How can he do that? How could he do that? His hand position and this. I mean, it was all people that were actually taking a lesson. And I would get calls from all over the United States. I couldn't believe it. I get calls out of the blue from New Hampshire a lot, Montana. You got Breau playing there?
And so he was packing the place or getting a regular client.
Yeah, they would, and it wasn't the drinking crowd. It was, they'd sit there. They were all eclectic musicians, sitting there having one or two a beer or something. I never made money on them, put it that way. I never made money, and I didn't pay him. I didn't pay him a lot of money. I think it was like $75 to $100 a night. I didn't even get a cover charge for him. He was a pet.
Yeah.
Okay, it was more or less to put me on. Right, it was nice. It was an ego thing for me. I didn't care. I mean, Sunday night, what am I going to do? Not much is happening. I've got 6 other nights of entertainment. Lenny just wanted to get by. Lenny had the personality that no matter who he met, he loved everybody. He loved everything. He was just a character that he could play with a bad musician or listen to somebody, or there was never a bad word. All music was good, and he was always kind to everybody as far as respecting what they did. There was no, he didn't have a jealous bone or a competitive bone, trying to, an ego. He just wanted to play music. He wanted to be around people having a good time, and that whole beatnik type of situation. He was a musician's musician.
Now this next tune is a little bit more on the jazz side, and it's my imitation of Errol Garner, the piano player. And it's a tune called It Could Happen to You. It goes like this. Bass. Little break. One more break. Now here's an arrangement I have of a tune called well, I heard a man by the name of Jerry Reed play this in Nashville. He's one of my favorite guitar players, even though he's becoming a movie star now and everything, but he still picks the guitar. But he does an arrangement of a tune written by Bob Dylan called Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. And I sort of have another little arrangement I go into. And it goes like this. Ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe, if you don't know by now. Ain't no use in calling out my name. I'm on the dark side of the road. Now I ain't saying that you treated me in kind. I know I got the words mixed up, right? Could have done better. I don't mind. All you did was wasted my precious time. Baby, don't think twice, it's alright. Gonna pick one out. Bebop. It's a sad part. Serious part. Ain't no use in calling out my name, girl. It doesn't matter anyhow. Yes, I said there ain't no use in calling out my name, gal. I'm on the dark side of the road. Once loved a woman, a child I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Baby, don't think twice, it's alright. She wanted my soul, baby, don't think twice, it's Here's a very beautiful little tune. It's a tune written by the piano player Bill Evans, one of my very main inspirations. I think he's probably the world's greatest piano player today, or at least one of them. And he wrote a tune for a little girl called Debby. It's called Waltz for Debby. It's a little girl about maybe 3 or 4. And I know some of the lyrics, so I'll try and sing some of it for you. It goes like this. In her own sweet world, decorated by dolls and clowns and a big purple bear, lives my favorite girl, unaware of the worried frowns that as grown-ups all wear. In the sun, she dances to silent music, songs that are spun of gold somewhere in her own little head. Someday, all too soon, she'll grow up and she'll leave her dolls and that silly old bear. When she goes, they will cry, as they whisper goodbye. They will miss her, I fear, but then so will I. In the sun, she dances through silent music, songs that are spun of gold, somewhere in her own little head. Someday, all too soon, she'll grow up and she'll leave her dolls and that silly old. When she goes, they will cry, as they whisper goodbye. They will miss her, I fear, but then so will I.